This is the mature woman summon category that men dream of. If I gave you a supernatural ability, would you like the supernatural ability of the summon category? Main character Connor finally obtained the summon category he had longed for. He ended up summoning just a cute loli. But this cute loli suddenly changed. Yuki, have you grown up? This is my battle form. Connor looked up and down. Blushing, he said, "It looks very fierce." Just then, Frogman appeared. He kept croaking nonstop towards the grown-up Yukiana. At this moment, Yukiana unleashed the frozen attack. The frozen frogman seemed to be full of love, but this little ice seemed insufficient to defeat him. Connor stepped in to launch a plasma attack to assist. However, Frogman was very agile and managed to dodge all the plasma attacks. So, Yuki was asked to immobilize him. Then, the immobilized Frogman was dealt with by Connor. Finally, they arrived at the most crucial peeling process. The D-level supernatural ability physical training. Physical abilities can be continuously strengthened through physical training. It can exceed the current level by up to 5 times. After the peeling, Connor seemed to remember something. Turns out, another supernatural monster was missing. Connor said, "We need to hurry and chase after it." But at this moment, Yukiana began muttering to herself. "I've only been out for a short while. Are you trying to regain control of the body again? This isn't fair." Connor shouted as he noticed the anomaly. "Yuki, are you okay?" "I'm Nadia, not that uncultured Yuki." Nadia felt like she was about to turn back into Yuki. "Grab onto Connor quickly." "I must grab it before you this time." Connor, with a speechless expression, did not refuse. But suddenly, the mature woman in front of him turned back into a young girl Yuki. Yuki, who transformed, had no idea what had happened during the transformation. So Yukiana has 2 different forms. And these 2 forms have separate personalities. Neither has the other's memories. Wow! I was touched on the head by my master. Yuki in my arms wants to be held by my master all the time. The only thing they have in common is that both of them are craving my body. "Yuki, you just finished fighting and must be tired. Let's go back and rest first." After seeing off Connor, Leon hurried to the other side, where the supernatural monster was located. The supernatural monster was currently at a beach, with humans playing around nearby. This scene happened to be witnessed by Leon. Leon was still hesitating about whether to go over and rescue them. The previous Leon was someone who would run away upon seeing a supernatural monster. Now, driven by instinct, he charged over. The supernatural monster attacked and abducted a fat guy. At this time, Leon also rushed over. He quickly ran away with another girl in his arms. But at the same time, supernatural monster also chased after them. At the critical moment, Leon transformed into White Wolf and avoided the attack of supernatural monster. The girl blushed and admiringly said, "Are you a supernatural champion?" At this moment, Leon shouted, "A real man is going to take on the supernatural monster." He ran into the water and started fighting with the supernatural monster. He grabbed the feet of the supernatural monster and swung wildly. Finally, he threw it high like a bowling ball, excitedly saying, "I'm finally no longer just a regular person who runs away at the sight of the supernatural monster. I will definitely surpass my big brother and the old man." Leon thought that the blow just now had defeated the supernatural monster, but the supernatural monster was not dead at all. It then used water control to control Leon. The supernatural monster then pierced Leon with its sharp horn. It hurt so much. The supernatural monster continued its attack. This time, Leon was once again controlled by water control and was finding it hard to breathe. I haven't experienced enough of what it feels like to be a champion. Is he going to die? Just when Leon is about to die, Connor appeared. There he is. Support from Champion is here. That's the alchemist boss, oh my god. Isn't that the alchemist boss that was so popular and mysterious some time ago? He actually reappeared. Leon, you did a good job. You successfully exposed your possession of supernatural ability. Next, Let's see if the organization behind the blue pill will come after you. Saying that, Connor used the steel supernatural ability to form steel spikes. Such a trivial D-level supernatural monster, quite amusing indeed. With just a swipe, a few steel spikes pierced the supernatural monster. Oh my! The mysterious guy alchemist boss easily took care of the supernatural monster with just one move. It's really too powerful, right? Then Connor started peeling again and gained a D-level supernatural ability, Surfing Expert. He can freely move on the water surface, control water flow for attacks and control. Then Connor put Leon and the fat guy together. He mentioned that the reason the supernatural monster didn't take the fat guy was that Leon saved him. At this moment, Leon woke up. Oh my, it hurt so much. Upon waking up, Leon was hugged by a girl who expressed gratitude. The girl said, "Although it's very comfortable being held by you, pretty girl, you're squeezing my wound." At this moment, a passerby commented, "Leon, why have you changed so much? Online, they all say you were just a spoiled kid." Leon responded, "It's all an illusion. Now, I, Leon, am determined to be like the alchemist boss, becoming a great champion protecting human justice." In this moment, Leon greatly enjoyed the feeling of being a champion. The next day, Connor lay in the luxurious room, examining the various supernatural abilities in his hand. He thought about collecting all the coin-based supernatural abilities. He wondered what would happen if he merged them all together. He suddenly thought about whether there are any healing category supernatural abilities among the many strange supernatural abilities. As Connor spoke, he used the marionette control function of Marionette. His soul entered the body of Hot Sour Noodle Superhuman. At this moment, he gained control of Marionette for 2 hours. Suddenly on the road, he saw a glass guy trying to touch a girl recklessly. In the conversation, I heard about the leader of the Saint organization having a healing supernatural ability. It's really a helping hand from heaven. And then he helped the girl give the glass guy a lesson on the side. In the evening, Connor started practicing his ability at home. Feeling bored, he split his body, and then he saw a pile of supernatural ability gems on the table next to him. It is worth noting that each person in this world can only have one, yet he now has a whole table of them. There's nothing else to do but exchange supernatural ability levels. Convert a level metal into a level plasma, then level up C level shadow vanish to B level shadow vanish. You can create 3 shadow clone avatars, freely move between shadow and the original body, and control the shadow to launch attacks. Then transform into a fire snake. Previously, the alchemist was of the arrogant type, with main supernatural abilities being steel and psychic marionette control. This time, the fire snake is positioned as the cold blood type, with main supernatural abilities as plasma and shadow vanish. The fire snake character in this combination. The first mission is to harvest the Saint Leader's healing supernatural ability. I wonder if it will go smoothly or not. Do you know how strong this man is? He can absorb other people's supernatural abilities. He can also disguise himself as someone else to infiltrate and assassinate from within. One day, Connor came to District 2 City S alone in order to obtain medical supernatural ability. "Hey buddy, you look like a newcomer. I'm an old hand around here. Hop in, I'll show you the way," he said. City S is known for its gambling industry. "Buddy, do you want to try your luck a bit? If you don't want to gamble, we have other unique and interesting places here. It's a favorite spot for every young buddy." Connor suddenly felt curious and asked, "What place?" "The girls at Nightclub Paris are really hot and enthusiastic. It's a shame not to go there when you're in District 2. District 2 feels a bit chaotic. Have a great time at the handsome Hotel Hilton." Just as Connor checked into the hotel, Leon sent him information from the Saint organization. The supernatural being boxer is at C-level Hotel Hilton. Connor transformed into Good Fire Snake and is getting ready to work with a disguise. "Come quickly, sweetheart, let me hug you." It's happening right as Masked Boxer is having a great time. Connor controlled Shadow to attack. At this time, Masked Boxer casually grabbed the girl as a shield, and that's how the poor girls were used as shields. And then the girl's fear and anger surged. And the ability of the Masked Boxer is to absorb the power of fear. Since you have given me the opportunity to absorb the power of fear, you are left with no way out but death. He said that, and then attacked Connor. Connor quickly used Shadow to change positions and avoid the attack. Masked Boxer said, "Your supernatural ability is Shadow Control, right?" While Connor just stared blankly without responding. Because everything has been planned in advance. Fire Snake's character is cold-blooded. Connor then launched another shadow attack. Masked Superman dodged again. A sprinting leap punch. Just as the fist was about to reach Connor, it instantly passed through. Not only that, but he was firmly controlled by Connor's shadow as well. Then Connor's evil hand appeared again. "Don't kill me," Connor said coldly. "Loser!" Indeed, it does suit the image of cold blood. Then he began his supernatural ability, Peeling. C-level supernatural ability Fear Masked can absorb the power of fear to enhance strength. The power of fear lasts for half an hour. It is said to be very effective when used in haunted houses and horror cinemas. After finishing the supernatural ability Peeling, Connor manipulated the Masked Boxer using marionette control. After entering the Boxer's soul world, he saw information about the Saint organization. Then Connor changed into Masked Boxer and came to the underground point where they worked. This underground den is a place specializing in trafficking children. Various children from different places are kept here, with the oldest being no more than 15 or 16 years old. Connor felt a bit angry after seeing this. Then he saw a yellow-haired guy hitting a boy. The boy was covered in bruises, but his eyes were unusually determined. Connor shouted, "Stop! Is he the troublemaker?" "Yes, Masked Sir. This guy sneak attacked and bit my ear. You should also stay away from him. He's a bit dangerous." "What's the reason?" Just when yellow-haired guy was hesitant to speak up, suddenly, someone claiming to be from the Saint organization Mantis Blades interjected, saying, "Why else?" Naturally, he had ulterior motives to do something to that boy's sister. Unfortunately, before he could succeed, the person was scared to death. At this point, Connor was furious to the extreme. Putting him down could still fetch some money. "Oh! Do you still want to spare his life? I will kill you all." At this moment, Connor said to hold on a little longer. "You will get what you want soon." The Mantis Blades beside them noticed something was wrong. "Can you understand what they are saying?" Connor responded, "Not only can I understand, but I can also fulfill his wishes. Otherwise, I will come over myself." He released the power of fear from his hands as he spoke. A strike pierced through the chest of the Mantis Blades. And at this moment, the Mantis Blades are still unclear about what happened. Why? In this world, everyone only possesses one type of supernatural ability gem, but within this group, there was a pile of supernatural ability gems just now when Connor killed the Mantis Blades. Onlookers were startled by this sudden scene. They all asked what happened. In response, Connor, filled with anger, said, "You all must die." Yellow-haired guy, who is not afraid of death, was the first one to charge forward. He was controlled by Connor with shadow control and plasma to undergo a powerful electric torture. After that, Connor used shadow to attack others. After dealing with everyone present, Connor untied the boy named Falcon. The untied Falcon was crying while holding his sister. This scene reminded Connor of his own sister. More and more people gradually came to provide support. But in Connor's eyes, these people are just sidekicks. They are all here to deliver supernatural ability, no matter how many of them come. Then, two slightly more powerful supernatural beings showed up. A record player champion. A spear bearer. The two of them completely do not understand the current situation. Also saying and laughing about it. "Let's cooperate and encircle him from both sides to see how he can escape." As soon as he said that, he immediately started to take action. Record player champion activated his supernatural ability, Music Start. Her supernatural ability music stimulates people's pain nerves. The children on the side were in great pain. Connor had to pretend to pass out first. The record player first stopped the music and then threw a music disc at Connor, who was feigning unconsciousness. Just as the disc was about to touch him, Connor instantly disappeared, ran behind the record player, and kicked it heavily. The record player that was kicked is spitting blood and calling for help from the spear bearer. At this moment, Connor is preparing to finish her with one final punch. Meanwhile, the spear bearer on the side quickly threw the flame spear in an attempt to save the music player. But Connor doesn't care at all, letting flame spear penetrate and delivering a fatal blow to the music player. Did you really kill him? Why did you betray the organization? Connor sneered. Why? Then why do you treat a group of children like this? At this moment, Connor activates fear absorption. Spear bearer threw multiple flame spears at Connor again, and Connor directly blocked them with his hand. Then, with a sigh, he rebounded all the flame spears back. That's how spear bearer also died. Big brother, you're injured. The child is fine. Just for you, these minor injuries are nothing. Then, Connor rescued all the detained children. At this moment, Falcon walked towards Connor. I don't want to experience the pain of powerlessness again. Can you teach me? Connor replied. No problem. But the condition is that you must always remain loyal to me. Can you do that? Falcon responded firmly. My life was saved by you. I willingly become your most loyal subordinate. Connor handed the Mantis Blade supernatural ability gem to Falcon while saying. Then he asked Falcon to take his sister to the hospital first. After all the kids had left, Connor began to activate the group healing. This way, he collected many supernatural ability gems, and then disassembled these gems to level up a level Shadow Vanish. A level Shadow Vanish Shadow Clone, quantity of 5. During battles, you can freely switch positions between the original body and the shadow. You can control the shadow to launch attacks. Connor had just walked out of the underground den. Suddenly, a girl held a sword against Connor's neck. Who are you? Where are you planning to take the child? Quickly, the main character is about to show off again. This time, he's saving the beautiful woman as the champion. But can he rescue her from such a huge earth dragon? Blanche, sister. It was this person who just saved us. At this moment, other children also said one after another that it was the big brother who saved us. This made Blanche finally believe that this man, with a mischievous look, was a good person. Blushing, she said, I'm sorry. Connor also happily said, It's nothing. You're the A-level champion sealed sword Blanche, right? Yes, Blanche replied. I just received the message and was preparing to come to save the children. I didn't expect that you had already rescued them from the demonic lair before me. Just as the two were chatting, suddenly the ground began to shake. Giant flowers suddenly appeared in the sky, connected by vines. The vines soon grabbed the child. A few people came out when the flowers fell from above. This must be the Saint organization. The goods of the sealed sword Saint are not something you can touch. Surrender now, and I can leave you with an intact corpse. At this moment, Blanche said to Connor, 3B level champions are no problem for me. It's just that the support of a level light priest might be a bit tricky. You should make a run for it. Before Connor could respond, Blanche unsealed her power seal. No wonder she was so confident she could unleash such a powerful energy. Blanche started to launch an attack. The Earth Mage from the opposite side unleashed the Earth Magic Array to resist, only to be shattered by Blanche's outburst of a sword strike. She then leaped into the air and followed with a sword slash. Meanwhile, the Vine Mage used a child as a shield, blocking Blanche's sword aura. You are despicable. Using a child as a shield is truly despicable. The commander of the waters on the side took the opportunity to blend into the water and ran behind Blanche, preparing to stab Blanche. Just as they were about to succeed, Connor appeared, blocked the knife. Then he casually used Shuchi's dagger to stab into the Commander of the Water's neck. It looks like Commander of the Waters is going to die this time. And their leader, Light Priest, started to take action. He activated Holy Light Healing. He directly healed the injuries of Commander of the Waters. Then the Light Priest activated the buff effect again. At this point, the 3B level champions were under the effect of buff. They could now compete with the A level champion. Meanwhile, the Earth Mage began to gather energy. The supernatural ability activated under the influence of buff will definitely surpass the destructive power of an A-level supernatural ability. We must stop it, or else it will harm the children. At this moment, Connor confidently tells Blanche, "You go stop the other two. Leave the rest to me to handle." Blanche asked suspiciously, "Can you really stop them?" Connor replied confidently, "Believe me." "Okay, since that's the case, I'll pave the way for you." Agility Seal activate. Blanche has deactivated the Agility Seal again. Her instantaneous speed has increased several times. A leaping strike made it a bit difficult for the Commander of the Waters to defend against. "Stinky hussy, why haven't you come to help me yet?" The Vine Mage activated Charm of Rose. Countless little flower powders drifted through the air. Blanche feels her strength fading away. It turns out that the pollen just now can stimulate the deepest desires of the inhaler, causing them to be consumed by passion and gradually lose their strength. This supernatural ability is too powerful. At this moment, the Commander of the Waters split into two water avatars and surrounded Blanche, lewdly saying, "Do you want Big Brother to help you?" Blanche suddenly unleashed a massive burst of energy. Psychic Seal broken. Just as Vine Mage was surprised and puzzled. Blanche solved the situation with a single instant kill against her and Commander of the Waters. Meanwhile, Earth Mage took half a day to gather power and summoned a massive Earth Dragon. Just as the Earth Dragon was about to attack Blanche, Connor appeared. He immediately started releasing plasma attacks at the Earth Dragon. But would a massive Earth Dragon like that be afraid of plasma attacks? Quick, look! The main character champion saved the beautiful woman. This time, he captured the heart of an A-level champion girl. Just when Blanche was in danger, Connor arrived. He began to release plasma into the dragon's mouth. Just when everyone thought that the plasma was ineffective against the dragon, it suddenly exploded. In the midst of the explosion, Holy Light Priest used a protective supernatural ability, saving the Earth Mage from death. Angrily, the Holy Light Priest said to the Earth Mage, "You guys are really useless. Even under my buff effect, you couldn't handle a sealed sword. Now we've lost 2B level members because of you." However, that masked mysterious guy is indeed powerful. With just one strike, he could break through the A-level supernatural ability under my buff. He might be stronger than me. Let's escape for now. As long as I'm alive, the Saint organization still exists. With those words, a beam of holy light descended and disappeared in front of Connor. As for Connor, did they escape? All right, let them escape for now. I still have important things to take care of. After finishing speaking, he immediately peeled towards the 2B level champion on the enemy side. Enhance the power of water within the body. Significantly increase speed. Can generate waves and disperse water as long as there is water present. B-level supernatural ability Bloodthirsty Rose utilizes its own blood to summon rose vines. The rose can release aphrodisiac powder to attack enemies and cause the vines to go berserk. After harvesting two B-level supernatural ability gems, Connor disassembled them to level up his super brain. Enhancing vision, hearing, olfaction, touch, taste, and the sixth sense. Enhancing coordination ability. Can also trigger psychic shockwave. After leveling up, Connor clearly feels that the world is somewhat different. He feels that he has been elevated. All sensory abilities have become much more acute. Blanche, who woke up, was extremely surprised. What level is your supernatural ability exactly? To be able to cause such a massive explosion. Who are you really? Connor Coldblood replied, Verdict Ion Organization Fire Snake. At this moment, Blanche was still very confused. Because it was the first time I heard of the Vertictile organization, the explosion wasn't that big. The children. Rest assured, they're all safe behind you. That's how Blanche and the children were all saved by Connor. Just when Blanche was worrying about the children said, "Just now, the Master first used Shadow to rescue us from the vines. Then, before the explosion happened, he used Shadow to create a shield to protect us." Blanche is surprised by Shadow. Isn't that person's supernatural ability the ability to generate electricity? How come they also have the ability of shadow control? She wanted to ask and thank them in person. She found that the person was no longer around. At that time, she was also worried about whether he could really solve it. Looking back now, she underestimated him. It turned out that he had already made thorough plans at that time. When you are sneaking and following someone, suddenly your phone rings. It's your girlfriend calling. Would you answer or hang up at this moment? After Connor settled things with the children, he chased after the fleeing holy light priest. Due to the recent massive explosion, it quickly attracted journalists for investigation. Surprisingly, the journalist turned out to be Lily, who is an old acquaintance of Connor and is now his girlfriend. "Lily, look, sealed sword is over there. Let's go interview." Lily walked over to Blanche, the sealed sword, for an interview. "The Champion Association came to the city's harbor upon receiving your message. Seeing the chaos here, has something happened? We apologize for causing everyone to worry. I came here to rescue the children being illegally trafficked by the Saint organization. I wonder how long such illegal activities have been going on. It took me a lot of effort to receive the information and infiltrate the organization to save the children. If it were just me, I might not have been able to rescue the children. Fortunately, a mysterious guy helped me." Lily, who was saved by the mysterious guy, was surprised. "The mysterious guy's power surpasses mine. He even shattered the supernatural ability enhanced by a level buff with just one strike. The explosion and surrounding damage you saw were all results of his supernatural ability. He also wears a strange snake pattern mask and claims to be Fire Snake from the Vertictile organization." The onlookers outside the live broadcast started discussing. The previous alchemist boss also wore a mask. They couldn't be the same person, right? The alchemist boss is of the metal category, while this Fire Snake boss is of the electric category. Oh my, the entry threshold for this organization is probably at least S level. At this moment, Connor has caught up with the Light Priest. "I have already used up all of my remaining supernatural abilities on you. Please don't disappoint me again. Don't worry. I have covered all around with Earth's supernatural ability. If he attacks with plasma again, it definitely won't work." Just when Connor was planning to eavesdrop on their conversation to see if there was any important information, Lily's phone suddenly rang. Oops, the phone forgot to switch to silent mode. The ringing sound of the phone alarmed Light Priest and Earth Mage. They walk step by step towards the direction of the sound. Could it be that Connor is about to be discovered like this? Main character Connor is showing off again. "Aren't you an electric category supernatural being? How come you also have Shadow Control's supernatural ability? In this world, everyone only has one supernatural ability, but this person has 999 kinds of supernatural ability." Just as Lily called Connor. In order not to be discovered, Connor quickly changed into his real appearance. Then he pretended to be serious in front of the Light Priest and talked to his girlfriend on the phone. "Future boyfriend, guess where I am now? Aren't you at home? I'm in City S, baby. Ha ha ha." At this moment, Connor is speechless. I didn't expect to coincide with her while coming to City S to handle some matters. Then Lily briefly talked about her situation, and that concluded my interview. Now I plan to go interview mysterious guy Fire Snake. This startled Connor. He thought it was necessary to act quickly and decisively. Otherwise, Lily and the others would probably find this place soon. Then he said, "Lily is amazing. To celebrate your new job, I have to prepare a gift for you. I'll hang up first." Across the line, Lily replied, Connor, you're so kind. I'll be waiting for you. This conversation made the eavesdropping light priest and earth mage feel embarrassed. Turns out it was indeed a couple talking on the phone. Their conversation was quite sweet. Just as they finished speaking, Connor transformed into Fire Snake and appeared in front of them. Earth Mage quickly launched an attack with the prepared Earth Wolf summoned beast. They even boasted that each of these Earth Wolves could take on an A-level supernatural being individually, and most importantly, these Earth Wolves were not afraid of electricity. However, they were instantly proven wrong when Connor delivered a decisive blow. A shadow control attack instantly wiped out all of these Earth Wolves. Suddenly appeared behind the Light Priest, and used Shadow Vanish to ambush two people. How is that possible? Aren't you an electric category supernatural being? Are you a rare dual category supernatural being? Here the Light Priest quickly started to plead for mercy. As long as you are willing to spare my life, I will agree to anything you ask. And Connor simply replied, for justice, you must die. He tied them both up with Shadow. Just as the Light Priest was about to be strangled, he suddenly took out a blue pill and threw it into his mouth. Connor realized something was wrong and quickly jumped back. Supernatural ability powers kept emerging from the Light Priest's body. He said fiercely, "You forced me into this. Do you think I'm just a healer? I'll show you my last resort." He then plunged his hand deep into his mouth. With a pulling sound, he began to extract something. Then he shouted loudly, "Holy Spike unsealed!" He has transformed from a support healer into a warrior with flame wings and a spear of trial in hand. I must say, he looks quite handsome. Can Connor handle this new challenge easily? Quick, look at the person with flame wings on his back holding a spear of trial. He's actually a healer. Just a few seconds ago, he was providing all kinds of support for his teammates. Now that all his teammates are dead, he has to enter the battlefield himself. He is especially powerful after taking drugs. The main character dodged backwards to avoid the attack. He raised the spear of trial summoned in front of the sky. The holy light on his body rushed towards the location pointed by the spear. Then countless formations slowly appeared in the air. Gather infinite spike. With a shout of Light Priest, countless spear of trial emerged from the small arrays, and all shot towards Connor. At this moment, Connor could only dodge and escape temporarily.